Hello and welcome to the Broth Records campaign presentation. My name is Lily and today I will be presenting our lead generation campaign strategy which aims to expand our audience and engage indie music fans through targeted value-driven initiatives. Broth Records is an indie Australian record label company that focuses on the promotion of upcoming and diverse musical artists across a wide range of genres. The mission of Broth Records is to ensure authentic and contemporary artists get seen and heard within the worldwide indie music scene. The overall marketing objective for Broth Records is to increase brand and artist awareness. The objective is to gain a 30% quarterly increase in social media followers on Instagram and TikTok. This will guarantee a follower base who will be aware of new output from our artists, therefore generating higher listener counts for artists and achieving our mission statement and objectives. Our target audience are 16 to 24 years old, and their preferred networks are TikTok to discover new artists through short form content, and Instagram to share new artists with friends. Their unique characteristics and interests includes indie music, cultural diversity, and live gigs. And they're particularly interested in live music and events to support their favorite artists. They also purchase records on vinyl at record shops. A key customer pain point with Broth Records competitors is the unfair treatment of artists, particularly around unpaid royalties. For example, Modular Records faced $450,000 lawsuit over unpaid Tamed Impala royalties, sparking public backlash. Also, social listening via Brand 24 highlights ongoing concerns about how some labels handle artist payments, reinforcing this as a major issue for Australian music fans. So the campaign will showcase Broth Records' diverse musical talent to attract a broad audience, while also highlighting fair artist treatment and transparent payment splits to address concerns about industry fairness. Our research findings shows Broth Records stands out for its authentic storytelling and cultural diversity, which strongly resonate with Gen Z and millennial indie fans. While this inclusive community-first approach earns positive sentiment, inconsistent posting and underuse of key platforms like TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram limits their engagement. Unlike competitors, Broth has yet to fully tap into interactive and UGC-driven content, missing key opportunities to deepen fan connection. So, two critical insights emerge here. First, consistent platform tailored publishing, particularly on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram, will amplify Broth's community driven brand and close the engagement gap with competitors. And second, the Gen Z indie fans crave participatory experiences and visible artist support. So, embedding the user generated content driven campaigns and transparent artist compensation narratives will meet their demand for authenticity and fairness. Broth Records' brand voice is rooted in authenticity, cultural diversity, and emotional storytelling, reflecting the values of the 16 to 24-year-old indie fans, built on pillars of creativity, inclusivity, DIY spirit, and realness. Our tone is going to be friendly, empowering, and never corporate. And we use internet native language, emojis, and gender neutral slang to stay relevant and inclusive. Um, Adapted by platforms TikTok, so it's going to be witty and vibey on Instagram and honest on YouTube. Our voice invites fans into a creative, community driven journey with our artists. So, campaign objective is to generate 1,000 qualified leads from late millennials and Gen Z indie music fans via TikTok and Instagram by promoting culturally diverse independent artists and exclusive vinyl drops within 60 days. This objective aligns with Broth Records' mission by engaging Gen Z and late millennials fans who value authenticity, cultural diversity, and music discovery on TikTok and Instagram. And promoting exclusive vinyl drops and diverse indie talent taps into their passion for DIY culture and supporting independent artists. And the 60-day goal of the 1,000 qualified leads is both realistic and measurable and true to Broth's values of community and creative independence. So to obtain this objective, Broth Records will run a peso model campaign with one paid, earned, and owned content stream. The paid stream features an exclusive vinyl bundle giveaway promoted via TikTok and Instagram ads, offering limited edition signed vinyl for email signups. This leverages Gen Z's love for exclusivity and urgency with fast, visually rich content, and builds on the research showing that such campaigns can boost conversion rates by over 10%. The Earn strategy features a Broth Remix Challenge led by TikTok micro influencers, inviting fans to remix a Broth track or design vinyl sleeves. Fans provide emails to access creative assets, and top entries are featured on Broth's channels, turning fans into collaborators. This user generated content driven approach taps into the Gen Z's desire for creative expression and artist support, boosting emotional connection and lead capture, backed by insights. Showing the user generated content drives over 100% higher conversion and stronger Gen Z loyalty. The Own Assets, which is a downloadable indie discovery pack, offers gated access to curated playlists, designs, and behind the scenes content on Broth's ethical artist practices. Promoted through Instagram stories, Linktree, and their website, it supports email nurturing while reinforcing Broth's values of community, diversity, and fair royalties. This exclusive story driven content builds trust, boosts engagement, and authentically reflects Broth's indie identity and cultural credibility. So as you can see, this 4-week calendar is tailored to Gen Z's digital habits, posting during peak hours between 7 to 10 p.m. and using preferred formats on TikTok and Instagram. And it's focused on authentic, interactive content like behind the scenes reels, stories, and UGC challenges, which mentioned before, it builds emotional connection and boosts discoverability. And weekly pillars such as fan art features and remix prompts fosters consistency and engagement, while clear call to actions on each post drive email signups and pre-saves, positioning Broth Records as a fresh, community-driven indie music brand. And the example of the campaign content. So, after comparing both call to action versions against Broth Records' brand, voice, and buyer persona, the large language model identified version A as the stronger fit because it's relaxed, has a friendly tone, and it matches with the Broth's inclusive DIY spirit and the Gen Z's preference for authentic, non corporate language. It feels natural and inviting while still creating urgency with phrases like limited edition and free entry. But in contrast, version B's it was all caps and sales heavy tone, and if it can feel too aggressive for Gen Z. Research shows younger audiences respond better to brands that sound like peers, making version A more effective for driving signups and building connection. The Vinyl Vibes personality quiz promo on TikTok was more suitable as it was more emotionally engaging, like find your vinyl match. Feels personal and aligns with Gen Z's interest in self-discovery and individuality. It also has clearer motivation. Instead of just informing link in the bio, it prompts an immediate action like start the quiz now, which fits TikTok's fast scroll behavior. And also has a softer call to action tone, which is less transactional, more inviting, which builds trust and curiosity. And the third content is the hashtag broth remix challenge, our Instagram story countdown, which is appropriate because it gives clear, actionable steps Gen Z appreciates and it's guided creativity. The word download, remix, submit feels hands on and empowering, highlighting. Which highlights creative freedom by suggesting multiple entry types like remix, sleeve, visual art, which all aligns with the desire for multi-format self-expression. It also has a more inclusive it's also very inclusive because not everyone wants to post publicly right away. So it offers a DM submission and it feels safer and more personal. So ultimately, this campaign targets the 16 to 24-year-old indie music fans who value authenticity, diversity, and creative independence, aiming to generate 1,000 qualified leads in 60 days. It promotes Broth Records' exclusive vinyl drops through short-form video ads, user-generated content challenges, and gated pre-saves on TikTok and Instagram with a friendly DIY brand voice and a balanced peso strategy. It drives reach, conversion, and lasting community engagement. Thank you for your attention.